If you come for election, they give them chance. They do the election, they do the win. You know win, you know go keep you by force. You know they win the election. Nigeria know the private will buy anything. Come the election, you compare. How many people for Peter? They put massive vote die. But happen, he lose. So you need to understand. So Nigeria know the private border open everywhere. People man compare us anywhere. You go everywhere. People man is Nigeria. Everywhere they say we are go. You don't tell them say you declare war with us, you fight us, go. Everybody embrace Igbo man. So you need to understand. So there was no like a problem. Oyugu said, say, guys, drop this thing. He opened his mind to tell the whole world, I've joined this country again. Oh, they give him what? They give him Abka party. They give him education. He's ruling at Namra State today.
Okay, thank you very much.
So you need to understand what is the power is to be. You need to know the facts of it. When you come out to say you fight Biafra, because you fight Biafra, you must know what is your forefather did align you ancestors. What did he accept without Biafra?
There was never a time an agreement was reached between Nigeria under Ojukwu, under Gowon, under Obasanjo that Biafra has ceased to exist. There was never a time like that. During the war, we fought war tooth and nail with Nigeria. We matched Nigeria one-on-one. The people that won the war for Nigeria is Britain, Egypt, Algeria, Chad, Cameroon, Niger, Russia, and so on and so forth. The people that ally with Biafrans are the Eastern Africa countries. May God bless them. Long live Biafra, long live all the Eastern African countries that helped Biafra to survive the pogrom that lasted for 36 months. They were so resilient that they supported us. Actually, they know that Igbo land, Biafran land, is located in the eastern part of Africa. We are not Western Africa. So no matter how a man may sound so oratory or motivational, you can never intimidate Biafrans out of their shells, out of their DNA, out of their ideology and the spirit. See, listen and listen good. The war that ended in 1970, there was an agreement that the Igbos will be part of Nigeria. And actually we become one with them, not in totality. Do you know what happened? Anytime there is an election, the Hausa, the Yoruba, and the Fulani, and the rest of our sister tribes will gang up against us and make sure that they rig Igbo man out. It kept on happening in 1970s. It kept on happening in 1980s. It kept on happening in 1990. That is an explanation I want to give everybody here. Igbo man is virtually in love with any tribe in the world. I give example. Why is it that we conducted an election in 1979? Igbo man was edged out by Chagari. Awolowo tried much to win that election in 1979. Then way back to 83, election was conducted. It was Awolowo and Zik that were at the forefront of that election. If you ask me, I will tell you that Awolowo or Zik won that election. The Hausas, they could not allow Awolowo or either Zik. Listen to me. And after seeing that Chagari, he finishes in 1984, no, in 1987, he will hand over to his second man, his deputy. The person that deputized Chagari was Alex Ekweme. So these people gang up, I mean the same tribes, the enemy tribes. I mean the same people that don't want Igbo to belong to this country. They still went and was colluded with MK Abiola, the sponsor of all the coups in Nigeria, and the stage coup, so that Ekweme will not succeed Chagari comes 1987, and the coup was staged. The same hater of Igbo, Muhammad Buhari, took over from Chagari. You know that coup that Muhammad Buhari came in for was to make sure that Alex Ekweme did not succeed Chagari, because after Chagari, the next person was Ekweme. That was the agreement. I don't know what to understand. Even the accord between MPP and MPN that died in 1981, the accord was dead. That was a caption on newspaper, National Concord, Daily Times, all the national dailies in Nigeria. The accord was dead. Nobody knows actually fully the meaning of accord. But some of us that we are children then, we actually understood the meaning of accord that was dead. Okay? In 1983, 31st December, the haters of Igbos struck because they want to stop the Igbos from at least continuing from where Chagari stopped. The Igbo man in question I mean here is Alex Ekwueme, the founder of PDP. It was SDP then. The man that brought about this ideology of rotational presidency in Nigeria. Oga, they stopped him by overthrowing Chagari. The leader of that coup are the haters of Igbos. The military clique that fought with Gowan alongside with Gowan to make sure that Ojukwu did not win the war. They struck and they took over to stop the same Igbo man. So let me tell you, after that, we've seen Buhari. He took over, he made Yoruba man second. In the person of Brigadier Tunde Ibiabo, become the deputy vice president to Muhammad Buhari. Oga, after Buhari was, doing all his normal business of ethnic bigotry, Buhari was ousted out by Babangida-led coup. That's Joshua Dogo Yaru. Joshua Dogo Yaru. So, I think you said I should leave you. No, they did not sign anything. No, lie. It's a lie.
Okay,
you are telling
coming.
lie. You are telling a lie.
No, they don't sign.
Let me just.
No, they don't sign, but they're coming.
Let me sell vital information to my viewers. Allow me to sell vital information to my viewers. No, I don't want to. I don't like you tackling me. I don't like you tackling me.
No.
So what I'm trying to say. So after the military junta, adventurism in Nigeria expired in 1993. You know what? Instead of putting an Igbo man to head that interim government as a way to placate the Igbos, they put a Yoruba man, an Echoniko. And Echoniko was there doing his own. Abacha just chased him away. That one, no one could ever say that one is a coup. He just chased him away and took over. Abacha was there, I think, 3-4 years until death actually did him apart. I don't know what it is. Separated him from the power, from Nigerians. He went. Then again in our advent democracy that started 1999, instead of Nigeria to give a less Ekwueme what belonged to him, they did what? Their normal politics. Yoruba, Hausa, oligarchy. They still become the person that the whole Nigerians voted for. Do you know that the two candidates that contested the election of 1999 were only Baba Falaye, Olufalaye, and Olusegun Obasanjo? The two major political parties then was NRC and the SDP. Nigerians are very, very history blind. These two political parties were Yoruba. Do you know why? They want to placate Yoruba now over Muchuda Abiola's incidents because Abiola was killed by the military. Yes, they denied him the mandate given to him by Nigerians. So these two political parties, they represent Nigeria. Igbo man not even minding that the two political parties are not from their tribe. They say voted Olufalaye, some percentages. Very good one. Then to Chief Olusegun Obasanjo Matthew, they gave him 95%. They don't want to know where you are coming from. They don't want to know whom you are. What this tribe knows best is let us carry on. After that election, Obasanjo was there for 8 years. Obasanjo now called the whole Hausas, called the whole Yorubas. Why are we turning our backs on our Igbo brothers? It is time that we remember Ekwueme. Ekwueme should be the person to be there. Hausa said no. Other tribal juggernauts in this part of the world said no in this southwestern region. They now allowed Atiku. No, they now allowed Yaradua. Yaradua now came in, succeeding Obasanjo. They started saying it's because of Obasanjo's alliance or friendship with Yaradua's family. Because when Obasanjo was a military head of state, the second person, the deputy to Obasanjo, was Musa Yaradua, Omar Yaradua's senior brother, that was killed by Abacha at Abakaleke when he was in Abakaleke, serving Abakaleke prison. That was how Igbo man was sidelined. Look at Yaradua. He came in. But what happened? A good man, but he could not last today. Instead of an Igbo man, a Southeasterner, to succeed Yaradua, they fielded an Ijo man from South, according to them, South. I don't really understand. I'm not trying to tell the whole world that Port Harcourt or River State, from where Jonathan come then, the former Bayelsa State, are South. No, I said Yaradua allowed Jonathan to deputize him instead of an Igbo man. And when Yaradua was demised, instead of allowing an Igbo man to take over mantle of leadership from Yaradua, or to succeed Yaradua, they allowed a man from South, according to Nigeria, according to planning politics, South. I don't know what I understand. So this time around, everything in Nigeria is against Igbo man. Is against Igbo man. Listen. Is against Igbo man. Now, Jonathan was there. He tried his best for 6 years. As he wanted to go for second time, the Yoruba started shouting. Yes, that this regime favored Igbo, that Jonathan regime, that Igbo is everywhere. It is Igbos, this and that, Igbos. That was how Yoruba people came out, Southwesterners, and supported Buhari. So that Buhari will crucify Jonathan and the Igbo. And actually they gave him the vote, their vote. And this is before you and I, before everybody in this country, Buhari's performance today. Buhari performances are one of the points, more or less reasons why Nigeria is like this today. Because we are from frying pan during Buhari regime. From frying pan, we jump into what? Into absolute fire, burning, brim of stones, sulfur, fire, that is fire, furnace fire, fiery one, burning lead. Have you seen where lead have been melted before? If you know this department, it's called smelting. If you go to smelting, you will see what I mean. The kind of fire we find ourselves now is likened to that of the fire that God saved Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego in the Bible. The kind of fire that Nigerians are passing now. And it's because everything is going against Igbo man. They don't want Igbo man to be. They don't want Igbo man to be in that office. That's why they are fielding people that are clueless, people that don't have human sympathy, people that doesn't know what it takes to manage an economy. And Nigeria is found itself today in this fury, furnace, burning fire. I don't know what I understand. So if anybody is telling you that Biafra, they signed an agreement, no, there was a country. Functionally, that is functionally, internationally, there was a country. We had our central bank at Tule. We had our international airport at Tule. We have our bunker. We had our bunker at Umuahia. We had our everything. The head of the logistics was Chunuwa Achebe. The engineer, merchants, people that can smith out technological know-how in terms of firearms. Roy Umeyi and Co. From the kinsmen of Professor Kenneth Onwukadike, the first VC in Nigeria. Oga, Biafra functioned exactly how United States of America is functioning today. Everything was complete. So if anybody is telling you that Biafra, they signed an agreement that shouldn't be Biafra, that person is a pathological liar. The person lies. He lies. And he's lying and lying is still lying. Oba does not have foreknowledge of history. Oba, the professor, is just a professor of Mugu, Malu. A professor that graduated from Malu University. How can you tell me that Biafra didn't exist? Who told you that?
IPOB is worried that Southeast governors and Igbo politicians are not taming ESN and some other part, holding down the Southeast.
Oga, IPOB is not supposed to be Senate president because he doesn't know what he's doing. Whatever is coming out from his mouth is not on merit, is not even based on competence, is not even managing it well, or not making him a charismatic leader. IPOB is somebody I know that can talk anyhow, reason anyhow. He can just come out and face the public, even the House members, and talk nonsense. We can never forget in the haste when they sign out money, 1 point something, almost 10 million naira for the weekend. All of them to enjoy their goodies, go to their various guest house and lodging accommodations in Abuja and enjoy themselves. It all got into our what? We audience to that. We had it because they couldn't off the microphone. So if Akpabio says anything about Southeastern Nigeria, don't take it serious. The governors, the only thing I know, they are not bringing federal projects into the Southeastern Nigeria. The Southeastern governors are not bringing development. They are not bringing anything like skill acquisition for the Igbo youths. The whole Igbo community are just empty there. Everybody is eking out a living as a result of his own hustling, his own business strength. That is what they are doing there. Federal government of Nigeria, state government is not helping the indigenous in the Southeastern Nigeria. Nobody is at least being supported by federal government. I want to talk you that everything we are using in the Southeast are being manufactured and produced in the Southeast. Not imported, not from Nigeria. So which is why they are very, very unhappy. Anytime we are talking about dredging River Niger to meet up with the deep ocean water or sea for heavy vessels that can carry containers to navigate from Atlantic Ocean, that coastal line of Biafra, into River Niger.
What about non-state actors?
Non-state actors, I don't know.
Samonekpa, ESN, and co.
Yes,
Not being contained by the governor.
listen and listen good. The governors are the one benefiting from what is happening in Nigeria today. Their wives, their children, all of them are in the United States of America. You don't allow such people to fight against sugar, honey, you put in their mouths. I don't really understand. They are the beneficiaries of the Nigerian political war. We are going through political hell. Our politicking here is favoring only the elites, the people that are handling public offices. You don't expect Southeastern governors to stop from what they are gaining. They are all astute politicians. They could stop at nothing to get what they want that benefit only them. So you don't expect such people to just, begin to fight their source of living. Their women are number one. Their wives, very beautiful, all of them. Didn't you see Obiano's wife? Have you seen anybody more beautiful? It's because of this kind of gain. Political gains.
Insecurity in the Southeast.
August, they are gaining from security. Governors, they have their own security outfit. If you do project for Omai and you fail to meet up with the quality Omai explain to you, failure to meet up with that quality, the thickness of the road, Omai will use his security outfit and take care of you. So what are you saying? The insecurity there, you have many political classes, opponents in the southeastern Nigeria fighting themselves. You cannot say anything that happens, they say, IPOB. Who are the governors? The governors are IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra. Everybody in Igbo land, outside Igbo land. What are you people saying? I always find out that there is much misconception about I, then P. All these are alphabets that could be turned into expanded into a more meaningful or significant word. And we people are just tagging everybody that is IPOB. See, let me tell you, whether the proscribed or disproscribed or unproscribed, there was never a time an Igbo man is a terrorist. Anybody that calls Igbo man a terrorist is a terrorist times 10,000. Any man that sees Igbo man and say is a terrorist was neutralized. That person is a terrorist times 10,000 times. Igbo man is never a terrorist. I don't know what I understand. So the beneficiary of what is going on in the southeast, federal government of Nigeria, Abio himself should go and ask those governors questions because they know much more about it than what you know. The sit at home order is a boycott. Nnamdi Kanu is in jail. You are talking about sit at home. You shouldn't discuss about sit at home because Nnamdi Kanu is incarcerated unnecessarily. He has been freed. They still leave him here. What are you saying? You are talking about sit at home. Nnamdi Kanu is sitting inside DSS. Nigerians in Igbo land, Igbo man in Igbo land are sitting inside home every Monday and Tuesday. So they use it as a tool to fight government. That is an explanation, and there's no other explanation you could give about that. Since at home, they did not just start it. Someone you abducted from Nairobi has won in the court since last year. Federal government still allow him to be there. What are you talking about sitting at home? Everybody is sitting at home because Nnamdi Kanu is sitting in the jail. And then Nnamdi Kanu has actually told you that he's doing what he's doing because of over-marginalizations, exploitation, and oppression of Igbo man. That's why agitation for Biafra will never cease.